Like Someone in Love is the latest from Abbas Kiarostami, who his previous film, Certified Copy, was this really strange story about these two people, a man and a woman, who at the beginning of it, one of them's a tour guide, one of them's a tourist, then they're strangers, then they seem to know each other, then as the day goes on, it appears that actually they may be husband and wife, and it was a film about sort of fluid identities. The new film, which is set in Tokyo, starts with a young woman who is a student. She's also a fiancée. She may be an escort. She gets sent to the house of a professor who appears to be expecting somebody else, and due to a miscommunication, the professor adopts the role of grandfather. Meanwhile, her grandmother turns entirely into a series of answer phone messages. And it's a very elliptical and enigmatic piece, which is about a number of things. I mean, one of them is, the strangeness of intimacy. I mean, the film is called Like Someone in Love, and you can read that two ways. Either you're behaving as if you are someone in love, or you're doing an impression of someone in love. It's one of those things that it's beautiful to watch. It's very, very nicely played. It has an ending which has confounded and confused several people. I have to say I didn't have a problem with the ending, although there's been a lot of discussion on Twitter this morning amongst film critics about whether the ending just felt disjointed and disappointed people. It didn't in my case. But it was one of those films in which, when you're watching it, it's very easy to watch. It's very visually seductive. It's also with reflected surfaces. A lot of it, the voices are out of sync with what's on screen. You're hearing a voice speaking off screen, and a lot of that is to do with the fact that you only ever see part of the picture. People are playing roles. People are adopting roles. People are telling stories about themselves. But it's also one of those films which does a very interesting thing, which is it means more the further away from it you get. While you're watching it, you're thinking, okay, this is interesting, this is elliptical, this is strange, this is enigmatic. And then in the hours, the days, the weeks after you've seen it, it seems to be more and more profound. I'm about a week away from seeing it now. When I came out of it, I thought it was pretty good. I'm now starting to think it's way better than pretty good. And I like the fact that it's obviously got images and sounds and ideas that sit with you afterwards and seem to mean more the further away from them you get.